Hi, I'm Katie Walson. I'm here in the PhocusWire studio with Max Chertkov, Chief Commercial Officer with Gimmonix. Thanks for stopping by the PhocusWire
Thanks for
studio,
having
Max. Sure thing. So, can you give us a brief overview of where Gimmonix is right now?
Sure. So we've been around from 2010. Through COVID, we've added quite a few large enterprises like Flight Center, BCD, travel ports. And what we help companies achieve is help hotel sellers and hotel buyers connect their systems and streamline the data exchange. Today in the industry, majority of the hotel information is super siloed. There is no real standard. So everybody basically speaks their own language.
Yeah.
So think of us as a universal translator, where companies can send the data through us. We ingest that, normalize that, but then the companies don't need to change their systems. They can continue to speak their own language, but we make them streamline and automate that process.
How do the companies benefit from sharing data with other companies?
Great question. So imagine that you have your set of inventory that you want to sell. There is a buyer that wants to buy that, but you don't know what their demand is. And companies, they don't really have a very easy way to share that information. They usually do that live here in a lot of meetings, coming back to their teams, conveying that. So over emails, Excels, PDFs, it's a very laborious offline process. So we're trying to help companies get that process online where their actual transactions happen. So by sharing that data from both sides, we're able to help them ingest that into a shared workspace, review the data in the same format, in the same view, basically speak the same language with each other, and then recognize gaps or opportunities. So if I want to buy more Marriott from you because I have more demand from that, today the only way for me to tell you that is to send you an email. But what if the system can just tell your system that, and you can then increase that? So as a seller, I'm more informed to service you better as my partner.
What kinds of data in particular are in demand?
So I think we're seeing two major things there. One is companies are really trying to reduce costs, and naturally in today's environment.
Yes, for sure.
And one of the things to do that is have much more focused search. So you're searching for what the demand is actually looking for. So when companies are sharing the search trends and the search domain data that they have, it allows us to overlap that data with our partners. So instead of searching for all the properties in Phoenix, the company can say, I want to service only those 10 hotels that are actually in demand with that particular partner, while for another one, it's only those 20. So that allows kind of, for a more personal experience on a system level, but that means that they reduce loads, it reduces server costs, and such. Now, from product perspective, if I have a lot of demand in Japan and the top selling destination of my supplier is Paris, no matter how good our relationship is, we're not going to sell much. So creating those kind of matching algorithms that help companies find each other, find the relevant product, and match the demand of their partners is one of the biggest advantages probably.
Great. Could you bring us up to speed on one of your products, Kodo?
Yes, so we just launched it yesterday, and it's pretty much the manifestation of all the technological tools that we've developed over the years. So we've been helping companies to connect their systems and exchange data between the systems. But what we've seen is that with COVID, HR shortages, more need for automation, companies are facing a lot of challenges in gleaning insights from all the data they have. So Kodo was built to give them a window into more humanly readable insights from the data that they already share with one another.
Well, someone during launch mentioned that they asked what your competitive advantage is. So I wonder, could you address that question in a few words?
Yeah, so one of the biggest challenges in companies sharing data with one another is the fact that that data resides internally in their systems, in their structures, and their formats.
Sure.
Same happens on the other side. And there is no way to share that data unless that data is comparable. So what we've been doing for the past 12 years is normalizing and structuring hotel-related and accommodation-related data across the world. So to date, we've processed probably several trillions data points across property information, rate data, demand data points. So it takes a long time to get there.
I'm sure. Let's see. Well, is there anything else that you would like to add for our viewers? Anything exciting coming up in 2023?
So I think one of the things that I would like to leave with the viewers is the idea that our industry has been plagued with a sense of overly controlled approach to data. So each company views data as their competitive advantage and kind of acts a little bit like a walled garden. Data is not a competitive advantage, insights are. So I would invite a lot of our industry to take a look at how they can actually move towards a more open relationship with each other, share more data, and glean the insights that can put them in a competitive advantage.
Okay, great. I think that's a good note to end on. Thanks for stopping by the PhocusWire studio, Max.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching.